Welcome back to Waste Some Time with Jason Green. I am Jason Green. I am glad to be here. I'm glad to be back with all my YouTube friends, or most of you. And I just got off a plane, had a busy couple days. And anyway, we have got a lot to talk about, and we got a short time to get there. So, we're going to talk about everything you want to talk about right after that.
Just wanna waste some time with you. Sometimes it seems too good to be true. Nobody out there to waste time with you.
All right, welcome everybody. There's some noise in my palatial complex right now. I'm not sure you can hear it. It sounds like an air raid siren to me. It sounds like some kind of World War II thing, but every now and then somebody has, like, I don't know if it's a vacuum or it's just I don't know what it is, but it's the most obnoxious noise. And if you can hear it, I apologize. And if Johnny Monaco could hear this, he would just lose his mind. Anyway, let's kick the show off. I'm trying this as a Liquid Death, right? Liquid Death. Looks like booze. They're not a sponsor. And this is some kind of sparkling water in a can. 3 grams of sugar. That doesn't sound terrible. So let's cheers to everybody being here on Wednesday. As you know, this show is brought to you by Golden Robot Records. Here's to Golden Robot Records. I think by now you're familiar with Golden Robot. They got a lot of great music available. I just got done listening to the Jizzy Pearl record, which came out a couple weeks back. And they got all kinds of good stuff. I want you to go to their website, check it out. And then, of course, the singles competition. If you guys don't know about the singles competition, it sounds like something that would take place on the Lido deck. You know, oh, this water is terrible, terrible. Join us for the singles competition on the Lido deck. Anyway, the singles competition, we're giving someone a record. Golden Robot Records was nice enough to commemorate and celebrate 10,000 subscribers to the channel, which, by the way, we're not at yet. Can you believe it? What's going on? Tell your friends. We're like 50 away. Let's get to 10,000 before the show's over. I'm going to stay on until we get to 10,000. And anyway, but so Golden Robot Records has a deal. If you have a song, if you have a band, if your friend has a song or band, they can enter our contest. We're getting a lot of entries. Got to get in there now. It's closing soon. You can go to the link, and it's in the description. You click on it, and then send in your song. Tell your friends who have music. This is a chance to get a record deal. How cool is that? And we have some really amazing judges who are going to be part of it. Johnny Monaco is one of the judges. Ron Mancuso, who is from the band Beggars and Thieves. He's also a great producer here in Las Vegas and did a lot of stuff in the business. And then also just announcing, this is like breaking news, Tommy Schio, formerly of the band Tesla, currently of Resistant Bite, is also going to be one of the judges. So this is your chance to get your music heard. And the 10 finalists all get their music heard on this show. And then you guys get to vote. So make sure you tell people. Let me see some of these questions here. Welcome to everybody. Let's see who's here. 12 Pack is here. And the Countess is here. The Countess of whatever the hell you're from, Countess. I apologize. And Mark Sanchez is here. And Tony Clark. And yes, everybody's here. I can't read them all. Chips Enough on Your Shoulder is here. Yeah, anyway, I'm glad you guys are all here. People are just packing in. So I was just in Los Angeles. So I went to Los Angeles for a top secret trip. And it sucks because what's the point of saying that I can't tell you? And I don't usually like to keep things from the audience, but this is a project that has not officially been announced. I will tell you that it's a series, and I will tell you that it is on Netflix. Other than that, I'm not really allowed to say anything else because it's still sort of, I don't know what they call it, development. This is really the worst water I've ever tasted. But as some of you know, I got a bit of a showbiz background. Anyway, so the good folks at Netflix were nice enough to put me up at the Hollywood Roosevelt. And it was great. What a beautiful room. And of course, I took advantage and shot a whole, not an adult movie, but I shot a whole, uh, uh, tour of Hollywood. And that'll be out soon. And I went to the home where Dee Dee Ramone passed away. And I went to the hotel where Janis Joplin passed away. And then I took you on a tour of the Walk of Fame. And I also showed all the haunted landmarks in the inside the Hollywood Roosevelt. It was a really quick trip. Could be some more things with that project, but this was a quick one. And then I was back today, and I'm at the airport, Burbank Airport, also known as Bob Hope Airport, and I'm on the phone with Michelle, and I get to my gate. It was a long line. I get to my gate, and I see these. They look like, some of them look like musicians, and some of them look like middle-aged women, which sometimes musicians look like. And I look at the one guy, and I go, "Oh, this has got to be a band." And the one guy looks a little bit like Rick Springfield, but not as handsome as Rick Springfield. And I'm like, these guys are somebody. And I said to Michelle, I go, I think this is Foreigner. No one knows what Foreigner looks like. And I go, I think this is Foreigner. And like, I see this blonde guy with curly hair. And I don't think anyone could tell you who's in Foreigner as well. And so I'm looking around, and I'm like, who cares? But I'm friends with Chris Frazier, the drummer, and he has played with me in the Sin City Rejects. He's played with the Sin City Sinners. He was in Vegas for a long time. He's a great guy. Played on Steve Vai's record Flexible and Passion of Warfare. He was in Whitesnake. And so he's supposed to come on the show. And I think he was going to send me tickets to Foreigner, maybe not after this discussion. But so anyway, one of the guys in Foreigner that's not Lou Gramm or Mick Jones, he played in Foreigner, waves me over and kind of gives me the thing. And so I'm like, oh, fuck. Okay, well, I don't really want to talk to anyone between us. Like, I like to talk to you guys like this through my inanimate object. Anyway, I go over and I go, hey, they're all kind of looking at me like, who the fuck are you? And the guy goes, oh, I thought you were Brent Fitz. And I was just like, oh, Jesus. I was backstage at Guns N' Roses, name dropping. And Craig Gass, the comedian, he comes up to me. I thought you were my friend Brent Fitz. I'm like, wow, really? And when I got my haircut, one of the things Johnny Monaco said was, we got to make sure you don't have that hair like Brent Fitz, like a witch. And he's right. I looked like a little bit like a witch. And then I'm like, even after this haircut, and then I could tell the guys in Foreigner didn't like my haircut. I could tell they were going to leave nasty messages on Instagram. Anyway, so I'm like, okay, well, whatever. Then I go, now I'm stuck with it. Like, oh, sorry, I'm not Brent Fitz. Can I dance for you? Now can I be your trained monkey? So they're just looking at me. And then I realized that the one that I thought was a lady, an older lady, was Kelly Hansen. And I like Kelly Hansen. I like Foreigner. I mean, not Foreigner. Hurricane. I liked his work in Hurricane. But anyway, so I go, oh, I've got this YouTube show. Now I'm like, why did I say that? Because it seemed like they recognized me from something. But I'm sure these are all nice guys, and I hope they don't hate on me. I don't really give a fuck. Anyway, so now I go, okay, well, I kind of excuse myself. Well, I said, I said I'm friends with Chris Frazier, to which they say, Chris Frazier doesn't have any friends, the wacky band humor. So I go back over, and there was a chick sitting across from me, two chicks. And they were what they call hot. And these were California chicks. One of them looked like she might have been famous in some way, because people were sort of enamored with her. She could be an influencer for all I know. But these two girls are sitting there, and they are the opposite of most people that I know. They're, and what's weird is I don't even think they were like together. I think they knew each other, but they were talking about, well, I'm going to be in the Bahamas this week, and then I'll be on the beach here or at the pool here. And it was like, and then she's like, oh, I went and got you some water. I don't know if you need it. At the airport, a bottle of water is like $50. She didn't know if her friend needed it. And then they started eating all these like leafy things, and imported meat trays, and who knows? And they're talking about sugar, and like it was very so like, oh, I need to watch my sugar, and then like the one chick, and she had enhanced breasts, not giant, but she's like sticking her hand like into her sports bra, and she's kind of like rubbing, feeling herself up, and I don't think she's aware that there's scumbag men, myself, in the airport, and I'm just like, look at these two just living life. They're in shape. There's probably some poor sucker who's just fucking back, backing up the Brinks truck and giving them all their money. And I'm thinking how miserable life is, just how I normally think. And I'm thinking these two don't have a care in the fucking world, And God bless them, by the way. I'm all for it. They're probably TikTok dancing or whatever or just banging dudes. I mean, who knows? This is unfair. Maybe they have a YouTube show where they talk to rock bands. Mm. I gotta get rid of this water. It really is terrible. The regular liquid death water is okay, but this berry thing is the absolute worst. Oh, should I ever taste it? I'll get to your questions in a little bit. So now I'm thinking to myself, you're gonna be on the plane with Foreigner. God forbid this plane crashes, and I'm just a footnote because the guys from Foreigner are on the plane. The Foreigner. And at the last second, Jeff Pilson comes by, and I know him. He didn't hang out with the other guys. He just showed up at the last second. He was sitting in a restaurant or something. And I've worked with him, and he's guested with the Sinners, and he's been on this show. But now I'm like, I'm not going to go over after that awkward thing and say hello, even though he's the only one that, he was a doc, and at least he did something that we know. But anyway, so I said I'm not dealing with it. And then I'm thinking musicians, they like to get on the plane early. Sometimes they say they're disabled, or they always find some way to pre-board. But these guys looked like they probably they got big dough. They got pre-boarding, and they all sat together in the emergency row. God forbid something happens to the plane, those guys are going to be responsible for opening the door and I mean, fuck. Anyway, luckily, and the plane was turbulent too. And I kept thinking to myself, oh, this is it. Me and fake Foreigner, this is it. And then I was like, well, maybe these hot chicks will sit next to me. Steve Riley from LA Guns tells a story. A lot of bands tell the same story, that when you're on a Southwest flight where it's open seating, you take out the barf bag and you wet your head and skin and look pale, and you act like you're vomiting so that nobody will sit next to you until someone attractive comes, and then you tuck it away and, oh, this seat's open. I got these two idiots, more vapid idiots, and they were just yapping their big stupid mouths the whole flight. Then they announced, we're going to go out to the tarmac, but we're going to wait 30 minutes delay. And I'm just thinking, here we go. And God forbid I didn't make this show, but even worse, Foreigner didn't get to play Foreigner songs by guys who aren't in Foreigner. But I'm going to get in so much shit for this. Who cares? As long as I got you guys. Make sure you guys are subscribing, because pretty soon I'm going to be blacklisted by everybody. And I got a list of things to talk about. Anyway, so these idiots next to me, they just, oh my God, just shut up. It's a short flight. And I can't even hear what they're saying, because it's just nonsense. And then, airports are filled with these assholes who want to be the first asshole off the plane. Where the fuck are you going? Who cares? Just sit the fuck down. They got to jump up, get their bag, and then they stand there for 20 minutes. Oh, thank God you jumped up, you idiot. And I'll tell you another thing about these morons at the airport. When you have assigned seating, you've got a seat. But boy, do people panic. Oh my God, I got to get on the plane. I got to be the first person on the plane. So I can sit there for 40 minutes while every other idiot walks by me. I want to be the last person on the plane. And you know what? I don't need a big fucking bag. I got a little bag. I stick it under the seat. Problem solved. And I don't get people. And Johnny Monaco said, people are the worst kind of people. And it's true. And if you want to see scumbags and idiots and dummies, you hang out in the airport and you will see them. And Fortunate for me, every weekend for the rest of the year, I will be in an airport. Um, I'm going to an appearance in Pittsburgh this weekend, which is a big surprise that I can tell you about at a later time. And then after that, I got to go back to California for some more top secret business. And then after that, Stephen Piercy, we're on the road, and he's adding dates constantly. Go to officialstephenpiercy.com and check it out. I hope to see some of you at the Rainbow Bash on April 24th. Who's on the show this week? Did somebody ask? Let me check and see if somebody asked. Yes, a lot of people think that I became angry after knowing Monaco. I was angry long before. Uh, 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 I was angry long before. I'm just sharing some of your comments. I don't need to say anything. Just sharing them. Let's see here. Yeah, the 6 people in the world who know what a Brent Fitz is always seem to recognize, think I'm him. I am incredibly more handsome than he is. I'm probably 20 years younger than he is. And he's a nice guy, by the way. I don't know. Who cares? He doesn't like me anymore, but he was always nice in the past. Here's a good one. Please interview Heaven's Edge. Heaven's Edge is one of these bands. I have no idea who that is. I remember when I was young seeing Heaven's Edge in the Metal Edge pinup. And I said, who the hell is this band? And I see, though, they're going to be at M3. And if there's an original member, and I'm sure there is, he's welcome. They're welcome. He, they, them, her, she, whatever. They're welcome to come on. Okay. Let's get to who's on the show, because you guys are clamoring. 72 people watching right now, and you're clamoring to find out who is on the show Friday. If you guys don't know, every Friday at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, I have a guest on. It's the interview's recorded, but I'm on there live chatting with you guys about whatever you want. And we premiere it, and there's no ads. And I want to point out, if you are a Patreon, which is real easy to do, sign up in the description. You watch these interviews before anybody else, and you can watch them ad-free. And so they're going to go out tonight to Patreons who get to watch them before everybody else on Friday morning. So, and they're going to watch it without ads and in the privacy of their own home. So this Friday's interview is with a band called The Zeros. Stevie Rochelle from Tuff, Tuff, and from Metal Sludge. By the way, Stevie Rochelle was commenting on my hair. He wrote a very nice article. He's been very supportive of this channel, but he said he made some reference to my hair being, I don't know, out of date. And then he said something like it's greasy. And then I thought to myself, he's bald. He's bald, and he's calling my hair greasy. And I think he was being funny, but whatever. It's not always easy to be funny. So he called me and he said, look, I got Danny Dangerous of the Zeros. He would be a good fit for your show. And I kind of agreed. I don't really know the Zeros that well, but I think it's fun. And so I was interested, and I reached out to Danny Dangerous, and I wanted to talk about this 30th anniversary of the show they played at the Whiskey to commemorate their record called 4321, The Zeros. And I'd always heard about them. They were from the 80s. They played with Guns N' Roses and LA Guns and Fast Music, all those bands. They all had kind of purple hair and this whole thing. And there's a famous story that allegedly the whiskey was painted purple. I mean, it was, but how or why is another story. It's all in the interview. And Coconut Teaser was painted purple as well. Anyway, Danny Dangerous is a nice guy, but he said he wanted to have Sammy Sirius on the show. And Sammy Sirius did something with the Sinners for some Christmas thing. And anyway, I said, why not? We'll have 2 Zeros on. So the thing I didn't realize is they don't get along very well, even though they just had a reunion. And even though Danny Dangerous wanted Sammy Sirius to be on the show, they've got a lot of issues. And if you've ever seen the Ramones on the Howard Stern show when they fought, that is what this was like. They fought. They argue. They talk over each other. They talk over me. And to be honest, it's sort of fun. It's sort of fun because I have no dog in the fight. I'm against dog fighting anyway, but or cockfighting, whatever you're fighting. I'm probably against it. But anyway, these now I always look for assholes, and I think we found one. Bill Shapiro. Hi, Bill. Bill, you say Kris Jenner just got the same cut. You probably should have put that on Instagram and sent it to Monaco with all the other angry mail. I don't let anyone normally just comment without sending a picture. So, Bill, please send me a picture of yourself. I'd like to see the sexy man that you are. I'm sure you are fit. I'm sure you look like Brad Pitt. And I'd like to share that with the audience. I had a guy right with the day. He said the black hair and the black eyeliner is not working for you. And to which I replied, please, I don't read comments or emails without pictures. So you have to show me what you look like. And then I'll go, well, son of a bitch, you handsome guy. Good chance that you're not. Not. Anyway, yeah, the zeros. Yeah. So the zeros don't get along. And maybe they'll continue. I think they will. Who knows? But they fight it out. Like, I don't even get this. Like, guys, you got to be funny. My grandma said you were her favorite one-night stand. This is from Buckwheat, and there's a picture of Buckwheat, which is very politically correct. I don't know, was Al Jolson and Mammy taken Buckwheat? My grandma said, if you Buckwheat, you should have like really wrote it like, in more ridiculous language. Anyway, I don't know why there's so many assholes watching. Hold on, I'm trying to read your questions. Yeah. Stephen, you make a good point. Most people need to shut the fuck up. Now, anyway, I think Monaco might be here, but I don't know. He's playing a double, and I can't stay here all day and just shoot the shit. I haven't eaten today. I got stuff to do. And anyway, the zeros. You want to watch a bunch of guys argue? You like to hear the behind-the-scenes stuff? You want to hear a band that's dysfunctional? Watch it. I try to referee them the best I can. But now Jeff likes the haircut. You guys want to talk about the haircut? Is that where we're heading now? We'll talk about the haircut. Hold on. I think Bill Shapiro was trying to make a joke too. I think people all think they're funny. Everyone's a comedian. Michelle, thank you for loving my haircut and my hat. Bill's here. He just says I'm in a bad mood. I'm always in a bad mood, but thank you. And all right, anyway, look, I love all you guys, especially the ones who support the channel. And just being here is nice. Hey, I got a new Funko Pop. First of all, have you guys seen the Jason Green Funko Pop? These are going to be available very soon. I'm trying to figure out what to do with these. You go to Whatnot. There's a link in the description. They give you $10 free. And I'm going to have a bunch of these up there. And if you guys want them signed, or, you can either get them signed by me or some of the guys who claim they're in Foreigner, whatever. Anyway, I got that, the Jason Green Funko Pop. And then I just in today, this is the Iron Maiden Somewhere in Time Funko Pop. This is brand new, hot off the press. Anyway, so if you're into the Funko thing, I got a whole deal, and we had Stephen Piercy on there as well. Okay. Any luck getting the Izzy Stradlin interview? Yeah, I keep calling him, and I don't know what he is. He doesn't call me back. But I will tell you that Stephen Piercy is playing in Ojai, California, which is his hometown. Wait, hold on. I hate to interrupt. But look who's here live from somewhere on the
All right, I got to go on in like 3 minutes.
Okay. Now, where are you?
What?
Where are you?
Oh, I'm at New York, New York.
Europe. Now, if anyone's watching, you can go see Johnny. Johnny, we were just about to discuss the haircut. Somebody
Really?
says I look like Kris Jenner.
You got a hat on. I don't know what's happening.
Well, I put the hat on because I'm scared that these people are going to insult me.
Ingve wasn't very happy with the haircut.
Well, Ingve was really outraged.
And Faster Pussycat had some very perverted things to say to me.
The guy from Tough, Stevie Rochelle, he's such a nice guy, but I read his article and he said that my hair was greasy. And I think he's being funny, but I don't know if you know this, he's bald.
I don't know anymore. I saw the photo that you took while you were out there in California.
Yeah.
You guys were remaking The Godfather, I think. What was it?
Yeah.
And I thought it looked great. Okay, I see it now. Some
Yeah.
product in it, rock it out. You can maybe do a little styling to it. I think it looks good. You like it?
It doesn't look like Brent Fitz.
I don't know who that is.
I wish no one should know who that is, but apparently the guys in quote unquote Foreigner, they knew, and then they ridiculed me. Those guys.
If someone just sees somebody with black hair, kind of tall, kind of moping around, they think it's somebody. That's a blanket statement. It's almost
better than Joey Ramone.
What?
It's better than saying Joey Ramone or Howard Stern.
Well, I just think they were like, if you really get it in the pictures you sent me, I thought looked good. We talked about this before, the long hair thing. It's still long. I mean, it's just a different style.
I'm getting a lot of Chris Angel too, but everybody with black hair gets that.
And you're from New York, and you have an 8-pack.
Yeah, I do. Now let me ask
in your refrigerator.
Yeah, let me ask you a question,
Yeah.
Johnny Monaco. What band are you playing in today?
Today we're Mission to Rock.
Okay, and
All requests live here, right on the Strip, New York, New York. My mother's here.
Oh wow,
Right,
Mother Monica.
My mom, yeah.
It's packed. Thank God she got a seat.
It's Jason. He's on the computer. There's some vagrants in the background waving too. Hi, how you doing? It's like a mental institution.
That's a festival seating.
It's a little early. This one's passed out. They've been drinking all day, and they're the best.
That's a stadium crowd. What's the first song you're going to play?
We don't know. It's all request. Well, I think we're going to open with a song by a band called what? Trooper.
By Iron Maiden?
A band called Trooper. They're from Canada. They got a song called Raise a Little Hell, and some Canadian wanted to hear it. They always start trouble, Canadians.
Can we watch a little bit while you play?
I mean, yeah, I guess. Unless you want to get demonetized.
I don't mind.
Isn't that sort of like when they get the devil out of you?
They what?
Demonetized?
Oh yes, they get the devil, yeah.
Come clean, Satan! Come out of that body, Satan! Hold on, I want to get demonetized.
A lot of people think I look younger. They think I look younger.
I think you look younger.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to put the phone down for a second because I have to start.
Yeah. Well,
I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen here. We've never played this song before. We had to learn it on the break. I don't even know what's going on.
Perfect. Well, we'd like to join.
Drummer.
Nice. Yeah, I would like to watch. Yeah, perfect. You guys, we're gonna get a rare treat. We are gonna get to see Johnny Monaco live.
If it wasn't you, I could have been somebody.
You've seen him cut hair. Now you're gonna see him live from the Las Vegas Strip.
I got to find a good spot for the camera, though.
Mm-hmm. We didn't rehearse this.
I don't know where to put this.
That's what she said.
Maybe I'll put it over here. Is it going to be okay over here? I don't even know, man.
Well, we're going to...
This is going to be tricky. I don't know where to put it, and I got to concentrate. Hold on a second. Think it'll be okay over here?
I think so.
Man.
I know there could be hood. Looks great. Could be hoodlums there gonna steal his phone. Yeah.
That should be okay, right?
Yeah, why not?
I've been talking, asking you for it, telling me you're doing a demonetization.
All right. We're gonna see. We're gonna see what he does. I don't know what this is. First time me, first time you, Karate Kid. It should be fun.
Never tried this song before.
Yeah, it should be fun. I didn't really know. This is called Mission to Rock. Don't know much about it. I played that very stage, a much bigger audience when I played. Let's see what happens. If it gets too loud or too ridiculous, we can always block them out. The thumbs up is always the universal symbol. Anyway, so Johnny Monaco, my hairstylist, is performing live on the Las Vegas Strip. I think he did a great job. We want to talk about the haircut. We went in. I knew that I was going to allow Johnny to cut my hair. I knew that he was a barber. I didn't really care what he did. I've shaved my head 3 times for children with cancer when I had much longer hair. And so what I felt it needed some style. You're seeing me after I've been working for 24 hours and on planes, you know what I mean? But it is cut into layers. It's not styled. There's no product in it right now. When you see me on Netflix, you can see all those things. I think he did a good job. I think it'll grow back better. As he says, when it was too long and straight, it was starting to look very witchy. It's drums. And yeah, when it was wet, it was hard to tell. I was slightly worried when I saw it. I was like, oh man, I got this wet hair, and I don't know. It felt really short because my hair is naturally a little bit more curly. People hearing a song. I'm not just I'm making him a little lower. I think I do know. I think the guy's saying we should be in the Watson. Thank you. I'm glad Sonic Slam Store, you'll have to remind me. Is that feature? Oh, yes, this is Vaseline. We should probably mute it. But I don't know how long he plays, but we'll have him there. Yeah, Trooper sounds a lot like STP, but they just call out whatever people request. I hear Johnny play something that shows off his guitar playing, and this is not going to be it. Yeah, someone's saying Johnny should be singing. Johnny should be singing everything, but this is a voice. Oh, hold on. But this is not necessarily Johnny's band. Johnny fills in with a lot of people, and he's very talented, and that's why he's so in demand. And listen, here in Las Vegas, you play these cover songs, and hope for the best. But Johnny seems to be rocking. He seems to be rocking. Let's see what's next. Let's see what these guys play. Johnny knows.
How you guys doing?
doing? Make some noise, people. How you doing? All right.
That goes
We're
wild.
back to round number 2. We got to do a couple of things that we got on that break. First of all, we got to do some Queen. Are you ready?
Yeah, my mom's here, everybody. Say hello to my mom. She's right in the front here.
Don't mess it up. Your mom.
You bet the audience doesn't know who Johnny is. I bet you're right.
Listen.
Good Johnny singing on it. I'm going to mute this because I don't want to get demonetized too much. But the point is, I personally don't really. I'm not a giant fan of these bands that do these requests, but they're good. These guys are good at it. The reason I don't always like it is it's like they'll request you play anything even if they don't know it. So like, well, you're gonna go watch some guys play a song half-assed. Now these songs they're playing, they play 10 million times, and they're great at it. And they're all very talented musicians. But like someone will ask to hear, Spice Girls, and they're like, "Oh, well, watch us play the Spice Girls," and I don't know, who cares? Yeah, if you think you know the singer guitar guy, you tell me who you think it is, and I will tell you if you're right. Yeah, Jeff Hill is a great reference. The Dr. Paul, you are always got a good line. There we go. And Vistalite, you are correct. That is who it is. That is a former member of Sin City Cinema. This is going back to like 2000 and I don't know, 10, 9, maybe 9. Never played on any of other records. Anyway, but this is what these guys do. This is a band of local folks. And let's see here. This is a tame crowd, but this is Vegas. Sometimes you go out there, and sometimes you play to millions of people, and sometimes you play to multiple people, and sometimes you play to Johnny's mom. Sometimes it happens. Boy, Johnny's gonna be so mad when he goes home tonight after a double. He's doing 2 of these things. He's doing 4 sets of this.
All right, so Canada, where you at? Canada, make some noise. All right, these dudes from Canada, we stuck around. I promised that we would learn this too, because believe it or not, we get.
We'll wait till he's done. Yeah, Dr. Duke fame. Anyway, the haircut. Back to the haircut. So, hold on. We'll just keep Johnny over there. So anyway, the haircut. It's the haircut heard around the world. It's kind of controversial. I'm not exactly sure why everyone made such a big deal out of it, but I'm happy that people are talking. It's making news at Metal Sludge. I'm sure Blabbermouth's right around the corner, and Johnny. I will be honest though, even though there's some haters, Johnny has been getting a lot of offers to become a celebrity stylist. So who the hell knows? Maybe who knows? Maybe if this rock and roll thing doesn't work, now let's see what Johnny's playing.
Raise a little hell, raise a little hell, raise a little hell. Hey!
Harold. You know what that song is? It's they're singing about raising a little hell. Yeah, even Britney Spears weighed in, which was strange. And yes, Johnny is making a living. He can make a living cutting hair as well. He's got a lot of talent. He's a talented guy. He's a funny guy, and sometimes just like me, he's an angry guy. Let me check my notes. we talked enough about the haircut. All I know is what I see on the internet. I choose to believe everything on the internet is real. I tend to agree. I don't know. Is that the song? Is this the Trooper that they're playing right now? It sounds like fucking Maiden to me. Terrible. Anyway, let's get back to Johnny's going to regret that he let me have this access because he always says that I'm going to get him kicked out of Vegas because I'm sort of hated in Vegas by some. So now you guys are getting good. Somebody said that he should replace Mick Mars and Motley Crue. The better answer was that he should replace Vince Neil and Motley Crue. No comment. Anyway, listen, I should say, this show is to have a little bit of fun. You know what I mean? Don't take things so serious. A lot of people get upset. They go to Instagram, they write really nasty things and hurt Johnny's feelings. I mean, you know, he was just having some fun. I don't think he's cut hair in a little while. And boy, did he take some shit. Sorry, I had to shift my junk. I did it out of frame though, if you guys were wondering. Anyway, we're almost at 10,000 subscribers. Have we gotten there yet? Let's check right now. If you're watching this on Facebook, you're not helping me any. Go to YouTube. And you too can prevent forest fires and support this damn channel. There's a million of you watching right now. This channel is the fastest growing channel of its kind. It looks like we're still stuck around the same area. Let's see what Johnny's doing. Here's a good one. Emo Phillips. I've gotten this one for Bobby. Please, no more comments until you send a photo as well. Let's see what you look like, Bobby. I bet you look like if Emo Phillips took a shit. Wait for the hell, this fucking terrible song again. He's incredibly talented, for sure. He is incredibly talented. He's too talented to be playing this song.
Looks like we made it. Yeah, cool. That's a good tune.
Fantastic. I don't know any of these songs.
Got it. Cool. Here we go. He moved himself to the top of the list. Wants to hear a little tune by
Bon Jovi? Who? Oh my God. I'm going to demonetize myself. Wheel of Names is coming back for everybody who's on my Patreon. When we get to 10,000 subscribers, Wheel of Names. And I'm going to give everybody who's watching a gift. Everyone. So we got to get to 10,000 subscribers. It's long overdue. I don't like to say this, but Sean Lane, you are correct. Maybe we could request some enough stuff if we were there. I don't know if he's taking virtual requests. I think the idea is that you give these guys some money. I would rather hear Fly High Michelle than this horseshit that we're hearing. Johnny's gonna be so Johnny, listen, I know it's like you're at home, you're kicking off your shoes, and you're thinking, you know, I don't need to take this shit. You know what I mean? And it's not saying that Johnny's bad. I'm just saying he's playing a lot of songs. I personally don't think these songs are just because someone requested them doesn't mean they're all that good. Oh, look, there's Mike. He's playing for you guys. I better not badmouth it anymore. Maybe he doesn't know. Forget I said any of this. Everybody's having a good time. Anyway, look, this is the gig. This is a gig. People request it, they play it. Johnny, don't be so mad. Okay. Yeah, maybe. He might know. He's playing to the phone now. I would consider removing problem commenters from the Wheel of Names. Well, that's a good point, but the Wheel of Names works specifically, I have trouble saying that word, on people who are on the Patreon list. So if you're supporting my channel, you get gifts. I don't care if you're obnoxious or not. Okay. I'm trying to read everything. There's a lot of questions all at once. I'm glad that we got Johnny there. So let's recap, shall we? If you're watching, I was away, top secret business. It's going to be great. You're going to really love it. It's got something to do with Netflix and chilling. Can't tell you anything else until it comes out. And then I was stuck on a plane with Foreigner. They thought I was somebody else. Oh, thank God. Indie Cult. See, Indie Cult knows how to support the channel. And, what does Johnny want? Hold on. Johnny wants something. The American. Which, listen, you can't blame the band. This is what the people there are requesting. But I don't know how to explain it. And these other guys, they're talented musicians, but I don't think they know. They don't know. I don't think they know all Johnny's solo music. The guy you're watching, though, Mike, he was in the Sin City Sinners, but he played with Paul Gilbert, and he did have a band called Magnify, and he's had and he's played in Las Vegas for a long time, and he's one of these guys, a lot like Johnny, who can play any song. They know a million songs, and that is why they're able to do these type of gigs. This is very, very Vegas. All right, I'm starving, so we're going to start wrapping up here. This Friday, 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, the Zeros are right here on this show. The Zeros. They're. If you don't know who they are, you'll be interested. If you do know who they are, you'll be even more interested. And like I said, they fight. No other way to sell this. They fight. And I'm hoping that they don't get Stairway to Heaven, and I'm hoping they don't get Sweet Home Alabama, but a lot of bands do. And again, that's the gig. Greg Chasson. Yeah, that was a good interview. Thank you. I'm glad you liked that one. I enjoyed that one myself. And thank you. I think the haircut came out great as well. So I appreciate it. I'm very happy with it. The people in my life are very happy with it. And that's really all that matters. And everybody else who has some opinion, you're probably fat. You're probably ugly. You're probably bald. Probably have a small wiener. You know what I'm saying? So to all the haters, keep on hating. I already got your money. Thank you for your view. So, all right. And to all the people who are nice, thank you. Michelle, okay, Michelle would like to know what's for dinner. That is a great question. Can I tell you guys, what's for dinner is the hardest decision in my life. I look at Uber Eats for an hour, and I think, well, everything's perfect, and then I decide I'm just going to go somewhere. And then I walk around my neighborhood looking at all the different places. I am the worst at deciding. So I'm not exactly sure what's for dinner, but I'm hungry. I'm getting lightheaded. I feel like one of those assholes who says their blood sugar is low or whatever. Zeros. If you like that scene and you like the Zeros, I think the phone fell. Hold on, guys. Look at that. But just getting a good look at the phone. Good look at the symbols. It looks like some kind of a spinning device up there. We'll leave Johnny. Jeff, you had ramen. What are you guys having? Yeah, it is too bad that Johnny pissed off the Outback because he likes to go there every night. If you guys want to meet him, you could. Mandy Lion does live in Las Vegas. I almost played in Mandy Lion's band. I don't know what happened. Someone should ask. The virus thing happened. But yeah, he'll be on one day when he has his record out. I think He will be here. Oh, look, he's back. Oh, no, now he's not. Look at that. Look at he's having technical difficulties.
Good request. Okay, I gotta do this Pink Floyd, and then I will do that. Cool. I gotta do this Pink Floyd, and I'll do that.
A lot of requests. These guys are making what they call tips. They're making tips. When in doubt, get chicken fingers. It's an odd one, but I guess that kind of makes sense. A lot of people like chicken fingers. Probably easy to find. What do you think? Sweet Child of Mine or You Give Love a Bad Name? Look on the wall. I don't want to be monetized for that. Yeah, anyway. It's cool. And I hope you guys enjoyed it a little bit. I can't play too much of the music, but maybe sometime we'll get Johnny to play his own music. And I think he would like that better. Anyway, if you got any more questions, comments, suggestions, normally I would tell you go fuck yourself, but now it's a chance to fire away. Whatever you want to ask, and then I'm getting out of here. We've been here for almost an hour. Vegan definitely tastes better. Vegan, I'm with you. A lot of great vegan food. A lot of great vegan restaurants here in Las Vegas if you're interested in trying that kind of thing. You don't have to be a vegan to have vegan food every now and then. Singles contest, go in the link in the description. Patreon, get on there because I'm telling you, we're going to do some pretty incredible giveaways. And everyone who becomes a Patreon gets cool stuff, get to ask questions. No one had any questions for the zeros, but thank you, Jason, for saying that I should have a good night. I appreciate that. And then fixing it too. Why not? Let's see what else. That fucking brick in the wall is going to go on for 4,000 hours. Anybody got anything else? If not, Friday at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Times. We thank Golden Robot Records. There's no show without Golden Robot Records. And they've got some cool stuff coming up. And they have some cool announcements coming up. And Mark Alexander Erber and I are going to get together in California during the Rainbow 50th Anniversary Bash. And we're going to talk about that. It was a good question from Mark Sanchez. Besides Stephen Piercy, are you looking forward to seeing anyone at the Rainbow Show? So that this is a tricky one for me. And let's pull up the lineup and we can discuss it together if you guys like. Okay, hold on. Rainbow 50th Anniversary. Whatever. Okay, hold on. We're going to look at it together. Okay, here's the thing. Now we go like this. Hold on, folks. Technology. Oh, that's not it. Hold on. We need better technology. 1 second. You've made it this far. What's a little longer? 1 second. I think this is going to work. No, that didn't work either. Hold on, folks. If not, I'll just read the damn thing. All right, I'm just going to read it. So they're doing this Rainbow 50th Anniversary Bash. And on the bill, there's a guy named Kurt Deemer on this bill. And what I find interesting about this guy is I believe he was in, I believe that he's the drummer. I could be wrong. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I thought he played with Piercy, but I think I got the wrong name. I think that was Kurt Meyer. Who knows? Anyway, listen. It's Pretty Boy Floyd, Orgy, Crazy Town, Stephen Piercy, and Steel Panther. I think when you're going to the Rainbow, I think a band like Pretty Boy Floyd will be fun. Stevie Summers is going to be on the show soon. I got to write back to him. We've been talking. And so I'd like to see Pretty Boy Floyd. Orgy, I'm curious. I've had the other guys. I had Amir Darroch on the show, and he didn't get along very well. And I know it's just the singer Jay Gordon, but I am slightly curious. I saw them when I was younger. Wouldn't mind seeing them again. You're trying. Crazy Town. I've been working on having Crazy Town on the show. I know that sounds different to you guys, but I don't know. And then I don't really care about Steel Panther. It just doesn't. I've seen it. Seen it once. I've seen it a million times. Dr. Paul Shortino, who is a friend of Amir Darak, obviously they were in Rough Cut together. He says no one wants to see Scab Orgy. If I would have known, I would have asked a question of the Zeros. Oh, well, I'm sorry that you didn't. Well, but tune in and watch the interview. Maybe your question got answered. Outlaw Video TV, you say that you're at a recording studio now, recording lead guitar with Rick Perry on the song Tell You the Truth for Golden Robot Records submission. Well, that's great. That always makes me happy. I want people to get heard. A lot of people are going to get heard. And someone's going to get a record deal. Do you plan on watching Steel Panther? I mean, listen, when you're a tour manager, my job is to make sure that Steven is happy and taken care of, and that we handle things with him. But you know, I have friends and people and family and a domestic partner that I'll hang out with, and if they want to watch Steel Panther, why not? You know, I think it's fun in the background and all that stuff. I laugh at some of it. I think it's going to be really crazy and crowded. People go nuts. Skateboarder likes my haircut. Skateboarder says it makes me look 35. That would be great if I wasn't. Hold on. Wholesome Prison Blues. It would be great if I looked 35. If I wasn't 27, but I'll take it. Let's see. Shifty has a great story. I agree. Shifty's the singer for Crazy Town. Greg Steele could be a good guest. I think so. Here's Johnny Monaco. Let's see if he has anything to add. Can't hear him. It's not letting me unmute his mic. Yeah. No. How weird. I'm wrapping up anyway. Let's see. Yeah, maybe Steel Panther wrote some new jokes. I doubt it. But Frankie Wilsey, well, we'll see. We're talking. Oh, these guys are talking. Can anyone name that tune? I think it was Van Halen. Crazy Town is like Sugar Ray. Blah, blah, blah. Would you ever hold on. Would you ever consider heavier bands? I mean, I think that depends on what the definition of heavy bands is. I don't really listen to certain heavy. I don't like Cannibal Corpse and that kind of stuff. It's not my thing. Doesn't mean it's not good. It's just not for me. But we've had some pretty heavy bands. We've had Megadeth and Anthrax and guys like that on the show, Sabotage. So depends what you think of as, oh, Jeff, you got it. I'm the one. Yeah. That's a good one. Both you guys got it. Yeah. I think Vic Fox would be great. And I think it would be good with, what is Johnny Monaco doing? I think, well, only room for one noodles at a time, apparently. Oh, New York hardcore. I mean, here's the problem. We may all love somebody or some type of music, but that doesn't mean everybody loves it. And I'm still in a business, you know, I'm still in a business, and this is a living. And so if a band is not bringing in numbers, then there's no reason to have them on the show. When I flip, if Steven plays a rat, Steel Panther plays a rat suit? No, I think it'd be great. I mean, I don't think it makes sense because Steven is going to play all the rat songs. But I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if Steven got up and jammed with Steel Panther. I don't know anything about it. I'm just talking. But I think that it could happen, right? Those guys like to have a jam. But who knows? There's probably going to be people like Miley Cyrus there. Legendary classic rock stars like that. Vinnie Vincent interview, Eddie Trunk did it. And how much more that person has to say. I don't know how honest Vinnie Vincent is. I don't know. Maybe if we could do it where you guys ask the questions. Good question. Who is on stage? Well, that is Johnny Monaco, and he's playing in a band here in Las Vegas.
Beautiful.
He's playing in Las Vegas right now, and it's in a cover band, and they're called Mission to Mission to Rock. And you guys are getting to see a little peek. I'm not playing too much of the music. Uh-oh, here it comes. What's happening? What is that racket?
I dress like that at the mall and I get yelled at.
What is happening? I don't want to. I muted him because I don't want to get the amount. Wow, look at that crowd. They're showing their love. Holy shit. That's a festival setting. Just remember, Johnny Monaco plays like almost every day of the week. And sometimes it's more crowded. Sometimes he plays just for his mom. And sometimes millions. Let's see if he's back.
All at the same time. That's pretty awesome.
That is awesome, isn't it?
Cool.
Pat.
What else you guys want to hear?
Yeah.
Zeppelin.
Ooh.
Zeppelin.
You Zeppelin?
Ooh.
Sammy Hagar.
You want to hear Zeppelin.
That's too much information, sir, but yeah. Apparently that guy can't drive the speed limit. So you know. All right. Led Zeppelin, Sammy Hagar. In that order.
Now, they can't get mad at us for playing Led Zeppelin music because they stole it all from Willie Dixon anyway. Okay, now, way out. Everyone wants to hear Fly High Michelle. I know. I'm with you. Nice. You get the point. I'm trying to be faster than the YouTube censor. Somehow I doubt I am. Now I know YouTube is going to send me a very strongly worded letter. A lot of stuff going on and a lot of new stuff coming to the channel that we haven't talked about yet, but that'll be announced after 10,000 subscribers. When we get to 10,000 subscribers, right now we're only at 9,932. I think a few people unsubscribed just because of me talking here. I apologize for the clickbait title that I was stuck on a plane with Foreigner, but I was, and yeah, long delay. It was rough. Yeah, Jesse's Girl is probably more like what you're going to hear. Anyway, don't you guys wish you were in Las Vegas right now? Yeah, Blackie Lawless does. Imagine that, he flaked. Yeah, imagine that. He did the Eddie Trunk interview, the big exclusive Eddie Trunk interview. I doubt he said anything interesting. And yeah, that's it. Maybe he'll come back. Who knows? If not, I don't know. Life goes on. We've got a lot to talk about. What's going on over here? I see some shredding or something. Or maybe just some talking. I don't know that the band knows that they're on. Maybe they do. Maybe they should. Solo. Hold on. Well, that was fun, right? I was enjoying that. A little shredding. Johnny's mom and I'm sure the peanut vendor appreciated it. So that was pretty cool. Well, thank you. I appreciate you guys. Does the casino pay them anything? Well, they're not there for their health, of course. It's a okay paying job, better than working for a living, and they're also making tips on top of it. So yeah, and yeah, no, he's a badass guitar player, and these are talented guys who play a lot. But I wanted to make sure everyone got to hear a little bit. Hold on, tell Johnny how much we like it. They're gonna play the same thing.
White snake. Was that you? Was that you? Well, I don't know where I'm going.
Yeah, pass on Whitesnake. Um, yeah, George Lynch could be back, of course. We got to wait till he has something to promote. If he has something to promote, yeah. I don't know who these other guys are, but Monaco was nice enough to show them all off, so we can see the lineup. There's more people on stage than in the audience, but hey, that happens. Listen, I've done these gigs, and oof. Uh, Johnny sounds amazing. He's shredding. Okay. Wasn't sure if they play for tips. Yes. No, they get a salary and then they get tips on top of that. Yeah. This is a fun gig. I mean, this is, I think it's Wednesday night in Vegas. So yeah, you know, this is the afternoon shift. Oh, hold on. My eyes didn't deceive me. Jason, thanks for your content every week. What's your favorite Dead Boy song? Oh, that's a good question. So now, see, Indie Cult, I can count on you to make some good conversation. I tell you, there's not one person on that stage you're watching who can tell you any Dead Boy songs. So good thing we didn't request them. So, and I'll get to the other questions. Some good ones now. Now we're waking up. Favorite Dead Boy song was always "Ain't It Fun." That was always my favorite. When I heard that, I was just like, "This is so insane." I also like. I'm always bad with song titles, but I really like. I like "Son of Sam." I like that a lot. Oh, Johnny might be shredding. Hold on. No, let's play copyright the song. And I like. Man, I like everything on the first record. I like, it's hard for me to pick a bad song, but "Ain't It Fun" was always my favorite. And anyway, and so I love assholes like Chris, right? Like, Chris, you always an asshole. Did I like that one because Guns N' Roses covered it? I knew about the Dead Boys long before I knew who Guns N' Roses was, but anyway. I do like Richard Hell. He's kind of hated, and he wasn't in the Heartbreakers very long, but I'd like to have him on the show. I think he would be a good guest. Come for Your Children is definitely underrated. I have a signed copy on vinyl around here somewhere, but and I was fortunate to play a couple of shows with the Dead Boys. Can't think of what my favorite songs of that first record is. Hold on, Miller. There's a couple that I really like, but song titles end up all being the fucking same to me. I'm getting older. All This and More, I think is what it's called, right? Yeah, I like All This and More. What Love Is great. High Tension Wire, those are the ones on the first record that I really like. And then on We've Come for Your Children, I like I said, I really like Son of Sam. Calling on You, I liked. Dead and Alive, I liked. Obviously, Any Fun. So there's good stuff. Okay, let me get. Let's see what else we got. I had another question. Somebody asked, "New Helicopters are great." Yeah, I'll have to listen to that. Oh, Johnny's playing, I think. Hold on. Flamethrower Love, great. Chris, of course, says Sonic Reducer. Are you saying that one because it's the only one that's a hit? Is the guy from the Karate Kid going to be on? Yes, but there's been a lot of guys from the Karate Kid on the show already.
Hey man, what's up?
But then the crowd goes wild. But I'm going to have, Ron Thomas, who plays Bobby Brown. He will be here soon, unless he says so. Thoughts on the new Skid Row singer? I've talked about it a little bit before, but yeah, he's good. He's good. Talented guy. Uh-oh.
I can't take anymore.
I think Johnny's quitting.
I'll see you later.
I wonder what happened. Yeah, that was it. He couldn't take it. I think Johnny got a strongly worded letter, or he, I don't know. He just couldn't take it. Maybe he didn't want you guys seeing, maybe they were about to play a song that he just did not want you guys to be part of. Anyway. I could go to sleep right here. You know what I mean? Long day. Stuck with the guys from Foreigner. Plane was delayed and it was turbulent. And I've been traveling, back on the road Friday, and I just go to sleep. And yeah. Anyway, any last words? Not literally. I think I've plugged everything. Golden Robot Records has a big announcement, like I said earlier. And I think they're going to make that at the Rainbow Bash. There's 100 of you watching. I don't want to leave you guys all alone. Or interesting one: Black Veil Brides, or In This Moment. I got offered a member of Black Veil Brides, and it turns out he was the one who had some kind of allegations. So I think we passed on that. And then, but I would interview all those people. Why not? Why not? They have an audience. Thank you, Cecil or Cecil, as the case may be. Okay. Whatever happened to Tora Tora? It's a great question. You and 4 other people are waiting. I think I know, seriously. I think they have some lineup. Doesn't everybody have some lineup? Oh man, you guys like the let's talk about the hairstyle at least. So yeah, that's at least I got that going for me. What's left of it? And my hair still grows, and it's real. Unlike LA Guns or one of those bands. They call it's fun. Isn't it embarrassing? They call those hair bands. Holy shit. Are you going to meet fans at the Rainbow Show? I absolutely am. The problem with this is I won't know who you are. Your picture, it looks like 2 ferrets, and then your name, rats or something, humping, I think, and then your AZ. How will I know who you are? People come up to me, and I get a few things. I either get Jason Green, or are you Jason Green? And I always brace for someone to punch me. And then because in my name, first and last, is never good. And then I get a lot of people who say, are you the YouTube guy? I get a lot of the YouTube guy. And then I get a lot of guys kind of look at me, confused, like they think they know me. Like, who else could I be? Brent Fitz? Honey, it is a YouTube guy, and then I'm happy to meet them. And when I meet people, I give them my limited edition Waste Some Time with Jason Green pick that lets them know that they wasted time with me. And so anyway, so I hope to meet all of you. If anyone's coming out to the Rainbow, and then Stephen is going to tour this year, and he has a meet and greet package, and I call it the buy one get one free meet and greet. You pay a very reasonable price to meet Stephen Piercy, and then you and then you get to meet me for free. So, and if you act now, you can meet my cat Bitsy too. Yes, Bitsy talks. She's a talking cat. Talk, Bitsy. Do you like my haircut? Silence. She apparently has an Instagram. Bitsy, do you have an Instagram? And she messages angry messages to Johnny Monaco. Silly cat. Anyway, very rare appearance by Bitsy. Look at everyone, Bitsy. Camera's over there. Bitsy, get your close up. Get some screen time. Maybe people will tip you. They'll give you some kibble. Okay. Love you, Bitsy. All right. Thank you. Bitsy is she's like 127 years old. Right? Yeah. Been with me a long time, and I'm happy that you guys got to see the cat. Thank you, Michael. Oops. Let's see. Thoughts on Bang Tango. Come on. You guys are baiting me sometimes. Dr. Paul Shortino, always looking for a good vet. Dave Alex, thank you. I appreciate it. You keep on rocking yourself. Susie, yes, she is incredibly talkative. Right, Bitsy? Yeah, she likes to chat. She likes to chat. Chat. It's very true. Dogs have owners, cats have staff. Yes, I work for Bitsy. Thoughts on the Donnas? I don't really have a thought on the Donnas. I thought it was kind of fun when it came out. When Alice Cooper was looking for a female guitar player to replace Orianthi, he was interested in Allison from the Donnas, and I think she didn't want to do it. And you heard that here first. 100 people listening to me ramble. Thoughts on having thoughts? Well, it's a good question, and I like the way you phrased it. I think sometimes we can have too many thoughts about thoughts, and therefore we're not really expressing our thoughts. That's just me. I gotta get some real water because this sparkling berry shit from in a 40 ouncer is no good. Somebody mentioned Deer the other day. He's friends with the people that get a haircut in Las Vegas, and I think they were asking him to come on. Michael Perez, thank you so much. Much appreciated. You could have asked a question or whatever. I'm thinking about having subscriptions on this channel, which is a thing where you guys can get custom like emojis and icons, and I don't really know. I'm not really that hip, but yes, I know Bitsy, and you can do all kinds of other cool things, and you could stand out in the chat. Chris, it'd be perfect for you. You can annoy me even more, but I have to turn it on. Maybe I'll turn it on right now. Let's see if we can do that. You guys got nothing else to do, right? Let's see here. It's I forgot what it's called, but it has a cool name, and I have not activated it yet. Let's see if I can activate it. Is this it? I think it's called subscriptions. They always hit me up to take it. You know, this is a huge channel, by the way, if you guys didn't know. This is the blah, 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 you know, fastest growing channel of its kind, almost 10,000 subscriptions. And yeah, I've reached 1 million views. We're actually well past 1 million views. Now, where is this fucking thing? Anyway, I'll have it set up and you guys can do that. I don't want to bore you with my bullshit. Oh, that was for the cat. Hey, Bitsy, did you see that? Bitsy. Yeah, she's thankful. Let's see. You know, Bitsy just had a big dinner. She shouldn't be so hungry. I came home and she had a big snack. But maybe she's going to get another snack. Paul Black interview showed a lot of things about LA Guns and how there's a pattern. There's a history with that band of, you know, Paul Black explained it better than me, but there's a history of problems. To say the least. Oh, hold on. Mark Sanchez. What about Doug Marks, the guy from Metal Method Guitar Lessons? He was in Hawk with Lonnie Vincent and Scott Travis. That's a great suggestion. I think I looked him up, but I got to look again because I had Jim Gillette on. I think Doug Marks would be great. I might have wrote to him. I don't know, but I got to look it up. I appreciate the support and also the question or the suggestion, as the kids say. And we'll try to get him on there. Yeah, people digging the Hawk. Amir Derrock for a live interview. That could be something. That could be something that we do. He might be up for it. I don't think we're going to hear from Lonnie Vincent anytime soon. Well, I'm getting tired. Where the fuck is Johnny Monaco? You know, usually he's here and he, you know, I can bounce ideas. To my knowledge, and I don't know that much about it, the only song on Cocked and Loaded that Paul wrote was Never Enough. And what they did is they gave 5 people credit and then 2 outside artists, or 7. And so, according to him, the only way that he would get credit for the song Never Enough was to sue 7 people. Steve Riley received credit for all the songs. He had nothing to do with any of them. He just had a deal with the publishing. I'm just calling it like I see it. But anyway, yeah. That's the only one that I remember on Cockboat. And then on the first record, he obviously wrote almost everything. 100 people in here right now. Chris Rock versus Will Smith. Do you want to know my opinion? I feel like it's out talked about, but I think that, like most people, if The Rock was the one on stage who made the joke, or Jason Momoa, or someone who wasn't a 98-pound weakling, Will Smith would have stayed in his seat like the cuckold bitch that he is. It's a joke. You don't get up and assault people. And Will Smith, God, I don't think I've ever seen a Will Smith movie. I could care less about that guy. I do like Chris Rock. I think he's funny. I think this is a boring topic probably for most of you. It's already been talked about. The people that I think are assholes are the people who say it's fake. It's like it's conspiracy. And actors act. That's what they do. They're acting. You know, the Oscars is scripted. It's like, who would want that fucking press? You dumb fucks. So yeah, let's see. Yeah, definitely the fresh cuck of Bel Air. Definitely. Let's see. the answer to the question about a New York punk band that never made it, I always say it's the Dead Boys. Now it's hip to like the Dead Boys just because Cheetah Chrome has survived. But for all the years I listened to them, no one gave a fuck. When the CBGB's movie came out, people realized Hilly Crystal managed them, and they started to get a second win. But when I was a kid, outside New York City, Dead Boys was not the legendary thing that it has become, which I think is great. Other than that, there was a band called the Spinatras with Ross the Boss that I really loved. Really hard CD to find, but it's really great. I saw them at the Continental Divide. Joe Ramone was there as well. He lived across the street. And it's great. Ross the Boss of the Dictators. He was on this show. So, yeah. Will definitely has unresolved issues. I'm just showing some of your highlights because it shouldn't all be about me. Next time we do this, you guys, Toilet Boys, yeah. I didn't completely get it, but I have friends who are discovering it even now and still love it. And I did see them, yeah. That was cool. Dolls were Total Punk. I don't think the Dolls is underrated now, but yeah, I think there was a time when people tell me that they're influenced by Hanoi Rocks, and I'm thinking, well, that's cool, but then you're probably really influenced by the Dolls. DRI, yeah, some legendary stuff here. And yeah, here's a funny one. Here's Chris, right? Chris is saying that the Dead Boys weren't a New York band. They were from Cleveland. Right, so they played in Cleveland for a little while before they got to before they got a record deal. They came to CBGB's and started. So just because they're from Cleveland, they're a New York band. And Chris, because you're an asshole, here's a timeout for you. All right. And he's such a dipshit. I mean, he might be special, and then I feel bad, but I mean, I'm close to blocking him. But then every now and then we have a guest on, and he comes through with a good question. So was I into hardcore punk? Not really. I mean, I saw some of the bands, but it wasn't really my thing. Same with Agnostic Front. I saw Agnostic Front, just wasn't necessarily my thing. Yeah, Spinatras. Spinatras was great. I recommend it if you can find it. It's different. It's more pop punk, but if you can find it, it's great. Alex Lifeson's new band, Envy of None, drops this Friday. That's cool. It's kind of the opposite of punk, but I like mixing up with different things. Yeah, my punk is more Dolls, Heartbreakers, Ramones, Misfits. That's probably my big ones. I appreciate the Sex Pistols, but it's hard with a thing that's just one. Oh yeah, Gorilla Biscuits. These are funny bands. I wasn't a giant fan of any of this shit, but it was, in New York, you had to see it. Thank you. I can't say your name. Bradasaurus 5002. Did you ever see Vince Neil's first band, Hell Warrior? What was this, 1912? One-Eyed Doll. I have not heard of it, I don't think. Wow, we get a whole conversation going here, and it's so nice that we put that Chris on timeout. He'll be back, though, and he'll act like nothing happened. He'll just go like, factually speaking, back to some bullshit. Anyway, I wish some of you guys would come on the show. Anyone want to join me? We could try that. Don't do anything offensive, though, okay? I'm going to try this. Hold on. Give me a second. I'm going to figure this out. If anyone would actually appear right now, just do a quick cameo. I'll have you come on. Hold on. Here we go. Is there anyone watching? Oh, hold on. Is CJ still active? Would love to interview him. I would love to interview him too. I got to work on it. He is in a band called Me First and the Gimme Gimmes. I believe that's who he's touring with. I hope I didn't get that right, but I'm almost positive that's the band he's touring with, playing bass. Yeah. All right. Anyone want to come on the damn show? Is anyone up for it? New hot sauces. Yes, new hot sauce. I still have to do the Michael Anthony ones, and then Danny Trejo has a hot sauce that I am going to debut. Anyway, if anyone wants to come on the show, I'll put you on. Yeah, I know. I'm opening a can of worms. All right, here we go. Look, whoever comes on, you got to be respectful. I'm going to put the link out so you can all come on. If too many of you come on, I'll have to start kicking you and banning you. So anyway, let's try it. Here we go. This is the link. I'm posting it. It's only in the live chat. You click on this link and you can join the video. Let's see how it goes. Never did this before. It's a little bit ridiculous, but we're going to see what you guys look like and what you want to talk about. So we'll take the first one or two. Yeah, and no nudity, obviously. We got to use some common sense. No nudity and no fucking profanity. So you got a couple minutes. I'm only going to leave this open for a second. The link is there. You click on it. You've got to be on, if you're on an iPhone, you're fine. Got to be on Chrome or Firefox. So this is your chance. Wouldn't it be great if Chris signed in? Yes, of course. Anyway, this is an interesting experiment. I was going to save this for the anniversary. But yeah, this is your chance. And we'll do it again on the anniversary. But someone come on in. Okay, here we go. The Countess is here. Okay, we'll start with the Countess. Hold on.
Hi.
Hi. Listen, you're the first person ever on the anniversary. But someone come on in. Okay, hold on. I'm going to mute you other guys. Here. Okay, we'll start with the Countess. Hold on. Countess, you got to turn your screen right. Listen, you're the first person ever. You got to
playback here.
Meet you other guys. Yeah, you're watching the video probably. So you got to. Listen, you're the first person. You get it. Got to count this. Got to turn down the volume in the video probably. So you got to. Here we go. Now, can you hear me? You got to close the window that has the show. Tony and Jason are here too. We're gonna get you guys on in 2 seconds. Now, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
You got to close the window that has the show. Tony and Jason are here too. We're gonna get you guys on in 2 seconds. Well, I'm gonna put you on mute for a second, Countess. Countess is gonna be on mute. Hold on. Countess is gonna be on mute for 1 second. Let's see Tony. Tony, how are you? Hold on, Tony. I gotta unmute you. Hold on. Tony, how's it going? I think we can hear you. Talk a little louder, Tony.
How you doing, man?
Good. I'm glad you're the first male viewer to tune in.
Thank you. I love being here. I watch you every week.
Where are you joining me from, Tony?
Newport Richey, Florida.
Florida. Okay, great. How's the weather today?
Very hot.
Yeah, that's what I kind of imagined, and probably a little humid. All right, now hold on, Tony. Don't go anywhere. I'm glad you watched the show. Now let's see if we can hear Countess. Countess, have them out. That's what I kind of imagined, and probably a little humid. No, Countess. I'm going to mute her and explain it. Countess, you probably are playing the show on YouTube regularly. You got to turn that off. Tony's got it, right, Tony?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, you can't watch the show and do the chat. Okay, Jason's here too. Let's get Jason in here. Jason. Countess, you probably are playing. Uh-oh, Jason, you got it too. You got to turn that off. Tony's got it. All right, we're going to mute Jason. Yep. Hold on. Yeah, you can't. Okay, hold on. We featured Jason. Tony, you're the only one who gets it.
Yeah. I've got you on mute, but I can hear you through my phone.
Right. And we're going to get everybody else to do that too.
Can you hear me?
Was that Jason? Hold on. Jason?
Hello?
Yeah, okay, Jason, perfect. Jason,
I don't get any volume.
Oh, you see, he can't hear me. Jason, where are you watching from? All right, well, he'll figure it out. Everyone figure it out. Countess, let's try you again. Yeah, okay, Jason, perfect.
Hi.
I don't get any volume.
I got to figure out, Countess, can you hear without the echo now?
Yeah, I've got it.
Countess, where are you watching from?
Lethbridge, Alberta, Canada.
Wow, okay. Well, you're not only are you the first woman to appear from the audience, you're also the first international person.
Yeah, I got it playing on a TV, but I'm going to turn that off and see if it works.
You sound fine right there, Jason. You can hear me right now. So if you guys are watching, we're having some people here. Countess is here. Countess, how do you say your screen name?
Countess of Nidaros. And
What is that?
Nidaros is the medieval name of Trondheim, Norway, where my grandfather was from.
Nice. Nice. Well, it's very Nordic. Okay, so let's see what everybody else is saying. Jason, they
I'm
say you
assuming
remind.
you can hear me, but I can't hear you.
Well, I can hear you, but that's all right. He's here. Someone says that Jason looks like the singer for Disneyland After Dark. But listen, you got to give it a hand to these guys who are watching right now and gals, because you guys are brave to come on and do this. Not everybody it will jump online and do this. The hardest part about this show for me is not the guests and not the questions. It's putting my mug on a camera every day. And, it's not the easiest thing to do. It takes I get out of bed, I'm more concerned about how my haircut is going to look than it does. Okay, so guys, you guys tell me. Tony, let's start with you. What was your favorite interview that I had on the channel?
I've been a subscriber since the Blas Elias interview.
Mm-hmm.
I love the Blas Elias interview, but more recently, I love the Paul Black interview.
Okay, those are both ones that I really enjoyed. Blas is a friend, so it was an easy one. And I'm glad. So you've been a subscriber for a while. Okay, Candace, what about you?
I also like the Blas Elias interview. I've been a fan of Slaughter since before Slaughter, Vinnie Vincent Invasion, but I also really like the Doro Pesch interview.
Yeah, that's a more recent one. The Doro Pesch interview didn't get the attention that I thought it should have. She was so honest and so cool and motivating. But she's done a lot of interviews before. When did you subscribe, Candace? What was the first one you saw that got you to subscribe?
Oh, I don't even remember. I think I was just looking for rock interviews and just found you. So I don't remember when.
Yeah, I always wonder that when I ask people how they found the show. There's some people who knew me from other things that I did. Well, most people came in because they saw a guest that they liked. Some of the audience is commenting on the ones that they like. Carlos Cavazzo. Carlos Cavazzo was the biggest one I did, and that got the most people. That's at almost 80,000 views, and that got this channel monetized. Robert Tepper, that's another underrated one. Robert Tepper sang the song from Rocky IV, and he also wrote the song with Benny Mardones, and he was great, but not a lot of people watched. There's some people who watch them all.
Your channel came up on my YouTube by accident, really, because I was watching a live Tesla concert.
You see, it's fun. What happens? Maybe Skio.
Yeah, and that's when you popped up, and it said Blas Elias new interview, and I watched it.
As hard as the algorithm is for some people to figure out, it's been good. It's been good for me, when people discover it that way. Jean Beauvoir. Jean Beauvoir has a new book, and I want to show it off. It's right there, and it's cool. Really a lot of great stories. It's called "Bet My Soul on Rock and Roll: Diary of a Black Punk Rock Icon." And yeah, that was a fun interview to have. Carlos Cavazzo for Michelle, first one you saw. That makes sense. A lot of people discovered the show there. Dave Alex's favorite would be Doro. Let's see. Tommy Skio. Tommy Skio is going to be a judge on the panel. People like Jean Beauvoir, Stephen Piercy, of course, and Jean Beauvoir. So I'm really glad that you guys had the guts to come on here and join us, because, like I said, it takes a lot to just hop on a chat. We have 97 people watching, and then when this goes into replays, who knows? Well, it would be nice if Johnny Monaco was here to chat with you guys. But
I joined his Facebook and sent him a song from my band after he saw Styx. I sent him a copy of me doing Blue Collar Man, and he loved it.
Nice. Yeah, that's cool. He's playing that now in his band. There's a question for the Countess. Countess, do you like Harem Scarum?
I don't really know anything about Harem Scarum, but I've heard of them. But there's so much music out there. It's hard to really dive into everything, even a little bit. There's just a lot out there.
I enjoyed the Elvis movie, Harem Scarum. So, and I remember the band. People like Ross the Boss. Ross the Boss was great. Resistant Bite as a band was great, and Johnny is probably crank calling Chip. Let's see. So Tony, what line of work are you in? What do you do? How do you spend your time?
I'm a professional poker player.
Nice. Do you ever get to Las Vegas?
Oh yeah, I'll be there in July.
Cool. And do you play in the World Series of Poker?
Yep, every year.
Yeah,
Just the
because
main event.
now it is at Bally's. Bally's is now going to be called the Horseshoe, which is pretty crazy. And so, what is the most? It might be a personal question, but what's the most you've won, Tony?
184,000.
Yeah, that's no joke. I played an online tournament.
That was at a World Poker Tour event. I finished 4th.
Wow, 4th. That's amazing. Yeah, I played in an online tournament. I won $4,000. For me, a very novice player, I was very excited. I made the final table, but the blinds just got too crazy. Do you know David Plastic, the photographer?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, so Dave Plastic is a great guy. He lives here in Vegas. He's also a professional poker player and a rock music photographer. And I had a feeling you guys knew each other. I played in a charity tournament, celebrity tournament thing. They used the word loosely, and but I couldn't see, and I had to have somebody identify the cards for me because I found out I was diabetic the next day. I was losing my vision, and but I did okay in that tournament. But yeah, that's exciting. Well, I hope I can come see you when you play in the World Series. I'll come down there.
Absolutely, I'll be in touch, and I always stay at the Wynn when I come.
Nice. Okay. Yeah, I'm a fan of World Series. I'm a fan of poker players. So okay, Tony. Well, okay. Now hold on. Now, Countess, tell me what you do. How do you spend your days?
Well, I work a lot of night shifts. I'm a support worker for youth in crisis.
No, that's an honorable job.
It's a busy job.
Well, unfortunately, I can imagine there's a lot of youth in crisis.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so yeah, so let's see what everybody else. Question is, how much does Tony hate Chris? But Tony probably doesn't have to deal with Chris as much as I do.
I just think he has the sick obsession with Phil Lewis.
He definitely has an obsession with Phil Lewis, which between the three of us and the 100 million people watching, makes me motivated to make fun of the people that he likes more. And sometimes he hijacks the chat. Sometimes I feel like,
there's only one person you've had on the show that I can't stand.
As a guest?
Yes.
Let me guess. Jizzy Pearl.
Correct.
I feel like I've seen your comments. Did you have a personal interaction?
He was playing with Faster Pussycat and LA Guns and John Corabi at a club called Jack's in Springfield, Virginia.
Okay, I know that place.
And
yeah.
Met him before the show, and he was such a prick to me and my wife. John Corabi ended up being so nice to both of us, but Jizzy Pearl really turned me off that day.
Well, we're going to have to get an apology from Jizzy Pearl. I know you probably didn't watch the last interview, but I did ask him about people thinking that he's a jerk. And he did say that he used to drink and that he does not drink anymore and that he's trying to be nicer. He is a misunderstood guy. I met him around that time before I knew him well. And I could tell you he might have come off as a jerk to me too sometimes. But he's definitely misunderstood. And now I like him very much. He's got a funny YouTube channel. But I understand. I understand. Chris is here. Chris wants to know what did Jizzy do that upset Tony? Of course, Chris, you're late. We just asked that question.
Jason, can I ask you a question?
Of course.
Have you seen any of the new Bon Jovi clips for their new tour that started this week?
So, Bon Jovi's a sad thing to me. I saw them on.
To ask you because his voice is horrible.
Yeah. So I saw them before the pandemic and he was really, really bad, and it looked like he was struggling. It looked like he was going to cry. He looked like he really was in pain, and he was having. If anyone should be using tracks, it was probably him. There's a million guys in that band, obviously, who can sing, and Phil X and these other guys, John Shanks. But I really feel bad, and I really think if they're going to do this, get Richie Sambora and do a farewell tour. I'm not one of these people who believes in hating Bon Jovi. It's too hip to say. People, when I was a kid, it was, oh, I hate Bon Jovi. Now it's, I hate Nickelback. There are so many worse bands than Bon Jovi and Nickelback to me. But so I think it's sad. I don't think I would go see a Bon Jovi concert. He can't
I wouldn't
sing.
pay.
I would not pay. He cannot sing a lot of the songs that we want to hear. So you get a lot of those more country songs. Countess, do you like Bon Jovi?
I do like Bon Jovi. I haven't listened to their later stuff, but I did see them in 1989 with Skid Row in Edmonton. And the only way Bon Jovi was better was that they got to play longer. Skid Row kicked their ass. It was amazing.
Yeah, that's a great tour to have seen. Let's see what we got here. I'll just put the question up because it's funny. You guys don't have to answer it. But yeah, anyway, well, listen, what I like so much about this show is how much we built a little, family type of thing. Sometimes I come on here and I bitch about being stuck on a plane with Foreigner, and you guys put up with it. And sometimes we have interviews, but the show has become more than just the interviews because we now, we can go get custard together, and we can go get haircuts. And there's a lot more of these things coming. That was really just the beginning. Me and Johnny are ready to do a world tour. If he's not too mad that I made fun of the band he was playing in. I hope he's not mad. But anyway, so I'm glad that we have this. We got Dr. Paul Shortino, who always has something funny to say, I think, at least. And I don't find anything funny. I like when he's giving his medical advice. For those who don't know the actual Paul Shortino, who's a friend of mine, has been on the show, he has some controversial views on medical treatment. I like the guy. I don't usually edit people, but at the same time, I don't want people to get in trouble. I don't want my guests to alienate their own audience. And that's why I try to be really careful about politics. I believe that the guests are allowed to say what they want, but I don't want people fighting about it. Politics is so ridiculous. In the long run, I don't know if we win with either party or who cares, And so that was one of the important things to me. A countess, you're in Canada, you're laughing at us. A vial of insulin is $10. Here it's $300. It's insane. It's insane. So I have a hard time supporting any of these crooks, out there. But so Paul Shortino had some controversial beliefs. He didn't say too much on this show. The only person I have ever really had to edit was Eddie Ojeda said a word that could be viewed as offensive. He did not mean it in an offensive way. He was in the heat of the moment. He was angry, and I beeped it because I didn't want him to get that heat. I really like him, and I know he didn't mean anything bad by it. And because we're in such a sensitive time, it's strange to do the show that I want to do. Sometimes I worry, but we get flagged a lot. There's certain things you can't say, certain words, and they're not words that it's not a curse words. There's certain things, including the pandemic type stuff, that YouTube flags. And the C word is fine, actually. It's as crazy as you can say the C word as much as you want. Well, if you can say the female insult C word. If you say the virus one, that can sometimes get flagged. Also, people about I don't want to even say the words, but there's things that have to do with life that sometimes get flagged. So anyway, but I'm so happy that everyone's here and having fun and sort of laughing, and I'm glad that you guys came on, because it is sometimes I'm sitting here talking to a screen, it gets boring, and Johnny Monaco's out making a living. And if you guys need a haircut, by the way, Tony, you're going to be in Vegas, World Series of Poker. You might need to Look into it.
I might need for my TV appearance.
Yeah, a nice little trim. He's good. He might get text a little. He might cut a little, trim a little more, but
I would absolutely let him do that.
yeah, and maybe we'll do that on the show. Maybe that's one of the things we'll have Johnny cut. Countess, would you trust Johnny Monaco with your hair?
Absolutely.
Okay, yeah, he is a light. Have you ever? Did either of you get to see Johnny Monaco when he was in Enough's Enough?
Oh,
I
yeah,
did.
a long time ago, but I honestly, sorry, Johnny, I don't remember any of those songs. I'm going to have to go back and have a listen.
I was at the Jenny Jones taping in Chicago.
Wow, how cool is that? I've seen that. That's a great lineup because that's Chip, Donnie, and Johnny. I don't know who the drummer was. Can you tell me?
I don't remember.
Yeah, we'll get Johnny to us. But that's great that you guys got to see him. And yeah, and I hope that we'll see more of Johnny. He's got to get that. He's got to get that solo record out. You know.
I've heard the YouTube really good.
Yeah, isn't it great? It. You know what's interesting about Johnny is he has a very diverse style. He has a sound like Cheap Trick and the Beatles, a very melodic sound. Enough's Enough. But he's also a shredder. I mean, he can play metal. He can play anything. He can play. The other night, he was playing me a Larry Carlton jazz thing on the phone, and we should be doing this. I don't like talking to him because I feel like we're just giving away good entertainment. When he's on the phone, I'm like, boy, this would be great. I just want to go live the second we're talking because he has a lot of interesting things. Michelle says she saw Monaco Enough's Enough when Donnie was still with them. Yes, I think Cecil is right. I think it was Ricky Parent, and Ricky Parent did pass away. Sadly, he had cancer. But I do think it was Ricky in that video, which is great because Ricky was he's on the third, the Animals with Human Intelligence record. And yeah, anyway, okay, so let's see what everyone else has got going on, and then we'll wrap this up in a little bit.
You are about Johnny's record being the Chinese democracy of the new millennium, though. It's taking forever.
He's he's really a stickler, so to speak. He's very hard on himself with everything. You see how he's still dealing with my haircut, but I think he's going to have it. It's almost done. It's just a little bit, and people want it. We talk about it on the show all the time. I would love to see Johnny get out and play his own music.
Did you see the video he posted to Facebook where he reads all the bad comments?
I don't think I did. Oh, the one about my haircut?
I could not believe some of the comments that people sent him.
You're talking about the one about my haircut, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did see that. And then Metal Sludge ran an article afterwards, and that one is a question for the Countess, though. Hold on. Are you familiar with DOA from Vancouver, great Canadian punk band?
I've heard of DOA, but I don't listen to a lot of punk, though. But bands from that area, I listen to Unleash the Archers, that are metal.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I remember DOA. I didn't realize they were Canadian. Someone's saying, does Johnny need crowdfunding to finish the project? I don't think that's the problem. I don't think money is the problem. I mean, look, everyone could use money, but I don't think that's the problem. Okay, so let's see. If you guys got any Canada questions, crisis questions, or poker questions, Tony and Countess are here. I'm glad that you guys are the first ever ones to answer the call and show up. It takes guts. It takes guts. Let's see. I don't know who Darby Mills is. Do you know who Darby Mills is, Countess?
Yes, Darby Mills was the lead singer for Headpins, and I saw them a few years ago in the last tour she had with Headpins. But fantastic rock band from 80s and into the 90s, and Darby still is performing these days. She's got a great voice.
Is she a butterface?
I have no idea what that means.
Butterface is when someone is attractive, but their face. Like they're hot, their body's amazing, but their face is not so much.
Oh, that's rude.
Yeah, it's rude. That's rude. How dare you? I don't even know why I know what that is.
Is Countess familiar with one of my favorite Canadian bands, Moist?
Yes, moist. Yep, for sure.
I love David Usher. I think he's phenomenal.
Yeah, he's got a great singing voice as well. Yeah.
Now we're turning to Canada here. Lee Aaron, of course.
Yep, the original Metal Queen.
Here's a big one. This is one Todd Kearns taught me this one. Chilliwack.
Chilliwack, yes, member of Chilliwack, actually played in Headpins with Darby Mills.
There's another one that I learned from Todd Kearns. It's the guy who said, "Let's get some soda" or something. You know?
Kim Mitchell, go for a soda.
Mitchell.
Yeah.
Go for soda. Yeah.
Go for it. Might as well go for a soda. Nobody hurts. Nobody wins.
That's a big one.
Dies. I don't know. It's great. Yeah.
Platinum Blonde.
Oh, love Platinum Blonde. I saw them live when I was like 15.
Nice. Okay. April Wine. Is April Wine Canadian?
April Wine's Canadian. I think they're from Winnipeg as well. Yeah.
Let's see. Killer Dwarfs, of course.
Killer Dwarfs. Yes.
Slick Toxic.
Slick Toxic. Yeah, they were kind of a short-term one-hit wonder, two-hit wonder kind of band, but they were good. Kind of in the vein of Skid Row in those days.
Yeah, I remember them. That one I remember. But a lot of the stuff I'm exposed to now, especially when and now we're getting deep. Something called About the Eyes. About the Eyes.
I think that's a little bit of a dig at the Eastern Canadian accent, but yeah.
Yes, gotcha. Well, we do that here sometimes. Vane. Now, Vane's not Canadian, are they?
Vane?
Yeah, I
don't know about Vane.
I think they push it there. Anyway, listen to the audience that we're having. I'm going to let you guys go back to your lives. I'm going to wrap this up in just a bit. I'm glad you guys joined me. When we get to 10,000 subscribers, maybe you guys will come back and we'll see how many people we can fit in the chat at the same time. I look forward to hopefully meeting you guys. I'll be in Canada later this year.
Okay.
I'm so bad with Canada. What part were you in again?
Alberta, so directly above Montana.
Yeah. I think I'm going to be a little bit more. Anyway, I'll be in Canada. I know people hate when you say that because it's a big place.
It's massive. Massive.
Meeting you at M3 Festival.
Say it again, Tony.
I'll be meeting you at the M3 Festival.
Oh, great. Yeah, well, that'll be good then. Okay, well, I'll see you soon, and I'll see you guys here on the show. I appreciate you guys coming in, and again, thank you so much. Thanks,
Jason. Thanks, everybody.
Thanks, guys.
Take care.
Bye-bye. Okay, so let's well, they're okay. Anyway, how about that? We're just sitting around chatting, and I give those people a lot of props because this is not easy to do and to be judged. You know, these people, they don't they're nice fans of rock music, and to come on here, you know, they shouldn't have to take the ridicule that I have to take. So Miguel is in Florida right now, and we're going to do some hot sauces. Return of Living Dead hot sauce. I'm going to write it down right now because I want to do some new ones. I think he'll be out here soon. I've been busy with this top secret project that I've got going on. I got a few projects going on. And how come people don't say my hair looks like Trent Reznor? That would be, Trent Reznor is much sexier than the people that you guys say, if I do say so myself. Let's see what we got here. Yes, there's some brutal people, but they are great. Tony and Countess were great. And Jason. Oh, I feel bad. Jason, his last name was Holstein. I hope I'm not saying it wrong, but Jason is great too. And Jason, if you're watching, I'm sorry that we got disconnected, but you'll come back. I'd love to hear what you've got. I love to hear from you guys, the audience. It's much more. This show is about all of us. I did not get those numbers without you guys. Yeah, no, Miguel's around and he will be back. And I've been busy with Johnny on here a lot, but no, Miguel will be back. Let's see. Okay, there's Jason. Okay, yes, Jason. Thank you so much. You'll come back. and we'll do it. You know, listen, that's it. When I just put the link out there like that, we never know what, you know, it's hard to just do this stuff. I've had famous musicians not know how to get on here and do this properly. What else? The pic you posted at first, I thought was taken at the Rainbow. Yeah, did look like the Rainbow. I kind of thought we could have done that at the Rainbow. I was at a place called something Celtic Pub. I wish I could remember. It's in the Valley. Something Celtic Pub. I tell you, it's much better to be the talent in life than, say, the tour manager. You know, the good folks at Netflix sent cars, put me up, treated me amazing, and I didn't think about anything. I just let them handle it, and it was great. And the product is going to be great as well. Whatever happened to Tony Bruno? That's a good question. I heard the answer. It's good. I just can't remember it. It was good. I think we could have him on, though. Thank you, Tony. I appreciate it. I'm glad that you were on. I'm glad to share this. This is bad. I don't want to look like Don Jameson. No offense to Don Jameson, but when I look at Don Jameson, I don't see like a rocker. I see Don Jameson. We've been going for 2 hours. I still haven't eaten. Yes, I get it. You'd be surprised how many people had to ask their kids how to do this. Okay, I've had it. I got to eat. Although there's a million people watching right now, I've got to eat. I thank you all so much. I always see things like this, and I just wonder. A good female adult performer name would be Jenny, Genny. I don't get it, but I've got no problem with Don Jameson. Rather not look like him though. Okay, thank you. Again, recap. Zeros Friday, 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, right here on YouTube. Make sure you watch the interview. It's fun. It's crazy. It's one of the crazier interviews that I've done. Make sure you go to my Instagram. I'm told that I need to be more of an influencer. I need to promote and influence and do all these things. I have to have that in order to do more sponsorships. The only way I can do that is if you guys go and follow me, whatever. It sounds ridiculous, but please do it. JSIN_green, like the color, no E on the end. And wake up, in the words of the great Cat. I wanted to get great Cat back. Great Cat's been posting these pictures where she's pulling her underpants down like as far as she possibly can. And I tell you, something about the Great Cat I like. I'm kind of a fan of the Great Cat. Okay, and so singles question, if you have a song, go down in the link, put it in, and that's great too. 10K giveaway, that's coming up. We get 10K. We're gonna have a party on here. We're gonna allow cool people. And then my haircut, you already know. My haircut is here. I think it looks good. I'm happy with it. I'm okay with your responses, and you know, and for the people who they're being hard on Johnny, you know. Give the guy a break. It was nice of him to do this. Anyway, I'm gonna leave before I'm asked to leave. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna overstay my welcome, or I won't be welcome to stay over. All right, folks. Thank you so much. I'll see some of you Friday. I appreciate all of you, and I hope you continue to support. And hey, tell some friends. Let's get to 10,000. All right. Thank you very much, and have a great night.